yeah, so I know it's been a while doing these reviews. I'm going to try to get back to doing film reviews, stuff of that nature. So, the movie I'm going to be talking about is Tar. And so this is pretty much, I think this film was nominated. It didn't win. That the win actually went to Everything Everywhere All at Once. So this movie definitely didn't win, but it was nominated. Stars Kate Blanchett, Nina Holt is in here. I think her name was Nina Hobbs, but she basically plays the wife to Kate Blanchett's character, and she pretty much is like so. It's basically so the movie I'm reviewing is Tar, and this is pretty much about the composer Lydia Tarr, and she's like a lesbian composer, and she pretty much talks about like she's kind of an intimidating figure a little bit. You know, she has like this. She's the composer of this really large like band, and I will say one thing about this movie because it's not. So the movie is very slow. So I mean, if you get into really slow movies, and this is directed by Todd Field, and Todd Field, I think the only movie I saw by him, it was a long time ago, was Eyes Wide Shut, and that came out in the late '90s. And I was a kid back then, so I don't know, I don't remember much about the movie. But so the thing with this that's sort of reminiscent to that is this is more like a slow burn thriller, but the thrills in this movie, like they're not gonna make you jump out too much, unless you're really into like this type of filmmaking, where I feel like the script to this is really good. And again, it's not like there's not any crazy explosions, nothing nuts like that, crazy hallucinations, nothing like that at all. This movie is pretty straightforward. It's very subtle, and it's never like over the top or anything like that. So that's one thing I'll leave about it. I just like the screenplay writing to this, especially for someone who does write like screenplays. I really thought Tar was really nice, and you get the entire. You pretty much get to see just Olivia Tarr, or Lydia. Sorry, I said Lydia. Her name's Lydia Tarr. Live out her, pretty much like her entire life. And it's very subtle. They have a daughter that they send off to school, and it's pretty much like a family and stuff. And Lydia Tarr just goes through a lot of life. She pretty much just goes through life, and I don't want to say much without spoiling it, but again, I just really like how smooth the script is. Like if you ever want to get into script writing, or just learn the ins and outs of script writing, I think this movie is definitely it. It's like I said, the biggest downfall to this movie is it is very slow. It's very slow paced. The movie takes its time. Even when the tension ramps up, the tension ramping up even takes its time. Like if I had a complaint, this this is a long movie. This movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes. So it there were moments where I felt like it did kind of test my patience a little bit, because it is a very slow movie. And again, your notable actors in here like Nina Hoss is in here, Kate Blanchett, Mark Strong shows up in here, kind of like he's almost like a fellow slash rival composer to Kate Blanchett, and you'll see that play out in the movie later on too. But Lydia Tarr, and you'll find out too, she's kind of pompous. I mean, she makes some okay points at times, but she's pretty pompous. I felt like she was a little condescending at moments in the movie, and that all plays out. It kind of causes the downfall in some way, shape, or form. So you'll, like I said, when you watch it, you'll see if you're interested in this type of movie. I had to, because like when I watched it, I had to redo it and just sort of finish it up. Oh, sorry, those things. But like the movie itself, like I say, it does pace itself. So like what I mean exactly, so what I mean by pacing is the start of the film. I think like the first 15 minutes, and I'm not even joking, I think it's about that long. But the first 15 minutes of this movie is an interview. She's being interviewed on her passion for music, and her passion for composing music and different composers. And I just think it's a really like well-written interview. Like it plays out like an actual interview that you see on television. So this is the type of movie you get, and I enjoyed it for that, honestly. Now, will I go back and watch this again? I have to. This is one of those movies where I have to be in the mood, I think, to go back and watch it. It's just not a movie that I'm like, man, I'm on Thursday and watch this like 5 or 6 times. Like, I have to be in the mood to kind of watch this one, if that makes sense. So, yeah, no, Tar, I think, is a good movie. It's more of one of those movies for people who, again, who are into script writing, who are like really heavy cinephiles. If you're like the average casual film goer, I don't think you're going to enjoy this one much. I think you're going to find it way too boring. You probably won't even finish it. So the trailers, I think the trailers look way more interesting at times. Let's talk about that. Just going a lot. Well, but I think the trailers, the trailers kind of sell the movie a little bit more than the actual movie itself. I think if you want to watch a more in-your-face kind of composer type film, you probably want to watch I think it's 2014 or 2015's Whiplash with J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller. I think you'll like that probably more than this. Probably a lot more than this. Because that movie just constantly, just keeps coming with the suspense. Whereas with this movie, it just feels like it's just really subtle and it's underlying, and even the most exciting parts don't they don't jump off that much. It's just a really slow movie for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So if that sounds like a movie that you're going to be really interested in, definitely check it out. Again, your casual film goers, you're not going to like. I really don't see you liking this much. I do like this movie. I admire it on a filmmaking technical level. So I'm definitely going to give this one maybe. I will say for myself personally, I would give it a high recommend. Or for the average film goer, I would probably give this a low recommend. So that's pretty much, so low recommend for like an average film goer. For you, people who are really into cinema, probably like a high recommend. Like I said, this is definitely not an easily accessible film. So maybe I'm just at like a solid recommend. Like if you wanna do the math on that, probably a solid recommend on this one. Just a regular recommend. There's gonna be people who do like this. There's some people who's not gonna like this at all. That's pretty much it. So solid recommend on this one. So if you like Tar, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section. And I appreciate you guys for coming out here again. I'm sorry you done a while, and I'll definitely try to get some reviews out as well too, because I actually watch a lot of movies, so I'll get some more reviews out here as well too. There's some more videos I want to make as well, and those will be coming up this week. And I'm going to try to keep my promise on getting those videos up this week. So I do appreciate you guys. Again, if you like this, movie, you think I'm crazy, you thought this movie sucked, you really thought this movie was boring. Put your concerns down in the comment section.